Hello, I am Marisha and welcome to my creative diary. I hope you're having a great day. So today I'm going to use pattern paper as inspiration to create some floral themed cards. So let's get started. Before we begin creating our cards, I have something I must admit. I love Honeybee Stamps pattern paper packs. I do. They just have the most gorgeous, beautiful paper packs. Now, some of them I do use to create cards, but some of them, like this pack right here, I use as inspiration to create my cards. Now, this freebie I've had for a while, so I decided, okay, let me pull it out and see what I can do with it as far as getting inspiration to create some cards. So I picked out a few sheets. So this is going to be a part 1 of 2 tutorial. Here are the patterns that I have selected to use as inspiration to create my cards. In today's tutorial, I am going to use the floral patterns, and then in an upcoming tutorial, I'm going to use these adorable honeybees. So stay tuned. That video is coming soon. I am going to use Hero Art's Infinity Nested Rectangle Die Set to cut out my panels and mats for my cards. I then brought in Honeybee Stamps, Whimsical Spring Flowers dies, and off camera I did die cut the flowers. Whatever I have left over, I always store in the back of my pack. Using the pattern paper as my guide, I'm then going to place the flowers on my panel and then adhere them using adhesive glue. As a part of my card front, I did emboss off camera using Spellbinders Simply Perfect Florets embossing folder. I also die cut and assembled the Just a Note sentiment that I used from Concord and Ninth's Just Saying die set. And again, I always like to die cut out extra just in case if I need to make a quick card, and I keep it stored in the back of my pouch. Now it's time to assemble the card, so I'm going to use adhesive glue to adhere the panels and the mat together. And then from there, I'm going to add the card front to the card base. The card base is an A2 standard size top folding card. And then from there, I'm going to add the sentiment and some flat back pearls. And there you have it. The first card is complete. On to card number 2. For card number 2, I did emboss the panel, and instead of using the embossing side, we're going to use the deboss side. I am going to adhere it to a gold mat. And then from there, I'm going to use scraps of cardstock to add dimension to the sentiment. Then from there, I'm going to adhere the sentiment to the panel. I'm now going to place the flowers on the card front. Once the placement is to my liking, I'm then going to adhere them by using adhesive glue. Off camera, I added flat back pearls to the center of the flowers, and I adhered the panel to the card base, making card number 2 complete. For the third and final card, I brought in Waffle Flowers Nesting Ovals die set. And I selected 2 different sized ovals. And we're going to use these shapes to create a window and the frame for our card. I used the dies to cut out a frame for the card front out of gold metallic cardstock. Then using the largest die, I'd cut out a sheet of acetate. I then used the smaller die to die cut the front of the card. On the inside of the card, I'm going to use adhesive tape from scrapbook.com to adhere the acetate on the inside. I'm now going to position and place the acetate on the inside. And then from there, To cover up the adhesive, I am going to bring in a frame that I die cut off camera. Now I'm going to adhere the frame to the card front by using adhesive glue. Once I'm done, the window will be complete. Now I'm going to position the flowers on the window. Once they are to my liking, I'm going to add some adhesive tape to the back and adhere them to the window. I'm now going to create a mini card to go inside of the card. So I brought in some cardstock that I'm going to cut down to 3.5 by 9 inches. And then I'm going to score at 4.5 inches. Creating a mini card to go inside of my card. I'm then going to bring back in my embossing folder, and then I'm going to emboss the front of the card. I enjoy creating mini cards to go inside of cards that are maybe clear, or in this case, this card has a see-through front. That way, I'm able to write my note to the recipient. Next, I'm going to adhere the mini card inside of my A2 card by flipping it over, placing it on the inside, and then the back of the card I'm going to fold forward, then give it a press, good firm press, making card number 3 complete. And there you have it. These cards are done. Beautiful floral cards created inspired by pattern paper. Have you used pattern paper as inspiration to create your cards? If so, let me know below. Thank you for joining me on today. I appreciate you for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe, click the thumbs up button and the notification bell. For more information regarding the products used in this video, check out my blog at thediaryofbellerose.com. I'm sending you love and a whole lot of hugs. Until next time, please take care.